Hello and welcome to Hixxy Studio. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this ombre mandala style card what I'm using to do it is this little die set from Jeanine's art, Perfect Butterfly Flowers, called 4-in-1 Corners, and there's basically 4 corner dies in the set. So you get this one, which is this one here, and then you get that one, that die there. But let me get a piece of white paper because pink on pink isn't really helping, isn't it? So put them in the same place they are in the pack, then you'll be able to see. Then you've got that one, and then finally you have this one. So what I've done is I have basically cut multiples of each in successively darker colours. So I used this one for the centre, then this is my next one, and then this one, and then this one. So you don't need to do it in pink, you could do it in any colour that you've got multiple sort of shades of. Now you do need 4 of the centre, you need 8 of each of the others. Now I have already cut most of it. I'm just going to do cut 1 of each just to show you, but I have the rest already done because you don't need to see me cutting multiples of the same thing. It's more the construction of it that is of more interest. So I have got my four colours here, and I need to make sure that I cut the right one out of the right card. Let's take that out. So this is my darkest card. This is the one I want for that. So I am going to grab a piece of tape, and I found that if you cut 2-inch wide strips of your card, then they work perfectly. So that's one, that's our inner one. Then our next one is this one, and that's this die here. So again, tape that down. I'm just going to cut the card down. Then next one is that one, which is that card. Now this one I've got here, this one I'm sticking down now. There's another set of dies in this collection called Mandala Circles, and it's got a little mandala in the middle that is exactly this. It's the same design as this, and if you have a look on the channel, then I have got a video showing you how to use this die set in conjunction with that die set because they match so beautifully. Oh, we need our last bit of card, don't we, for this one? So this is our 4th corner. There we go. Just cut that little bit off the end we don't need. Those. Okay, I'm just going to put those back. I don't know if you can see them on the screen. I'll show you them in a minute. I've got all them all set up, and then I can show you how I assembled everything to make sure that it kind of worked in the way that I had hoped. So I'm going to put these in. I'm going to put just a card shoe in for the moment. I'm not sure whether that will be enough, but we will see. Through the machine. So I have also used Centura Pearl Hint of Gold for my base card and for my large matte and layer in the middle. Turn these over and look and see. Yes, they look like they are done. Now, what I would say is all these little bits around here are basically waste from the die. So you might want a little pot. I've got a little pot that you put them in to keep hold of. I don't think I need any more. I'm not going to throw these away because you know what it'll be like. It'll be, oh, I've lost one. There's some lovely little hearts in this one. And I must admit, it was the hearts that I thought first made me think, oh, wonder what else is in the scrap here before I throw it away. And that's sort of how I made the decision. Random piece of purple card floating around there. So there's that one. There's no emboss, no detail to emboss on this die, so we don't need to worry about running it through again for now. Like I say, just keep hold of the I mean, some of it you are not going to want to use, but there are some lovely little bits that work out as really pretty little embellishments. This card, there's our second. Oh, out you come. There we go. Oh no. Okay, so that's number 2. Pop. That's it. Oh, there's another bit. Okay, this one. Needs a little bit of help getting those bits out. Oh, these are bits I use. These bits like this. Yeah, it's a case of, you know, what appeals to you from these bits. You see that bit wasn't quite cut, but it came out enough for me. And this is the last one. I could see there might be a few little bits in the middle there that will need help in departing from the die. There. So yeah, this one probably could have done with a second pass through, but I'm not going to worry, and I'll tell you why, because this central part isn't going to be seen once we assemble the whole thing. If you look on the card, it's, you know, you can see the die, but you can't see all the details. So I'm not going to worry about trying to poke those bits out that haven't quite cut and then ending up ripping what I do want. So what I did was I cut some circles, stitch circles from the die set I have, and I cut them. So this one is, let me get my ruler, it might be a bit more accurate. This one's 1 3/8. The next size up is, looks like 2, roughly 2, maybe a little bit more than 2. I think they were all roughly an inch, no, that one's 2 3/4. I was going to say they were roughly an inch bigger, that they're not. That one's 2 3/4, and this was 3 5/8, something like that. Basically, all I did with my set of dies was to go not use the ones in between. all you need to be able to do is to make sure that the next layer is outside, if you see what I mean. They are lying outside of the previous layer. Yeah. Now I won't and drew, so I've drawn around that circle, drawn around that circle, and drawn around that circle, just to give me an idea of how everything will fit together. And then it literally is a case of just sticking. So I'm going to start with the middle one. Let's find all my corners. Now, you don't need to glue the whole thing. You might be looking and thinking, oh my goodness, these are all really fine. There's lots of gluing, but actually you don't need to, because it's only really the central part that needs. Now, what with the other ones, they're more straightforward. This is the one that you might need to fiddle with. So although I'm going to glue this and kind of lie it down, I'm not going to push it down until I'm sure that's in the right place. Because obviously we want to get, or see, it's not, it's way too up. Again, I'm not pushing it down. Just going to get some glue on. If I got this one on, it should be okay. Okay, so I'm going to bring that one down slightly. I'm going to go with that. There we go. So you can see I'm only putting glue on that central part, and that's the same for all of them. Okay, so that's the central layer. Okay, so let's do the next one. And make sure I've got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for this, I literally only need to put glue on there, because that's where it's going to sit. So I'm using those 3 little holes, if you like, in the design as my guide. And it, depending on, you know, the circles, the nesting circles that you've got, then you know, you might find you need to stick them further out or further in. But yeah, so play with it first. This is what I did. I played around to work out how best to layer them. But you can see at first glance it looks like, oh my goodness, there's, you know, just so much intricate gluing, and actually you're not having to glue very much. See, that one will now sit on that one. So let's do the next one. All over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and again I'm using those sort of those sort of the little holes at the bottom as my guide, and knowing that that little one is just over the edge. So, and this is the one that I cut just now, and it didn't cut quite properly through the middle, and I said it doesn't matter, it won't matter, it will not matter, because you won't see it. I'll show you in a minute when I put the other one on. Just won't see it. That one, and then the last one. So hopefully I'm showing you that, you know, just because it's a corner die, it doesn't have to just be a corner. See that there? Those bits that didn't cut out properly don't show. And then this is our last layer. Again, just a bit of glue towards the central part. And go that there. There you go. You can draw on whatever guidelines you need on the circle, because you know once you've assembled the thing, it won't be visible. So you know, sort out your measurements, sort out where you want things to go, draw some guidelines, and it will really help. There we go. Okay, so those are the 4 layers. So let's grab in our card. So all I've got some matte and layer. Now, to be quite honest with you, I could have been a little bit more frugal and gutted this card, because there's an awful lot of card that isn't going to be showing. But oh, quickness. So I've gone the reverse of the ombre. Well, not the reverse. So again, the ombre sort of will have the darker tone at the centre. So this is, I'm sticking not on in reverse order. This is the light to the dark. I seem to be missing one. Am I missing one? I am. I'm not going to worry too much, because I don't think it's going to make a great deal of difference to the card, but I appear to be missing the very outer layer. Let me just check. Is it in here? Yes, it's in there. Right, let's see if I can quickly lift that off. There we go. It's going to go right at the edge. Right, okie dokie. I tucked them inside for safekeeping, and then didn't take them all out. Right, so this one is very outer one, and I can see that I need to rub off my little some marks there. And then this one we can just put more glue on and then stick this on. Like so. So now I've got all my ombre. Yeah, that's better. And then finishing with a piece of Centura pearl. Like so. Okay, and then we can now I haven't faffed around with the glue. All I've done is I've put glue on the circle, and then I put just a little bit of glue. Oh no, I left the lid off, sorry. I'm just putting some on the very tips here, just so that that bit actually sticks down. I'm not worrying about all the bits in between. I mean, if you want to, you could use a spray glue to make sure everything was covered, but I found that this was enough. So we're going to, I seem to have stuck something on wrong. This one is not very straight. But this whole one isn't straight. Okay, so it's not straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist it like that. It's going to look a little bit different to the other card, but we'll see how we go with it. I don't know how I've managed that. Yeah, because it's there, isn't it? That's okay. Let's keep going. We will be fine. That's the next one. Okay. Oops, and I'm not even worrying about sticking the edges of that one down. And then this one. And again, where I've drawn the circles, it also gives me a guide of where I need to stick things. And this one is going to go in the middle. Like So I've got my lovely ombre there. Now, what I'm going to do now is going to get out my bits and pieces. Now it's going to look a little bit different because I've obviously stuck it together differently. So I need, oh, I'm going to go with the same things in the same sort of places so it doesn't look too confusing. So those ones, what I'm looking for are like this. In fact, I'm going to go that way. Go that way. So, well, these little, what would have been waste bits have now become your embellishments. Put those on there. They aren't all the same size, but I'm not worrying too much. If you really want to sort of sort through them and use just all the same size ones, then you can do that. Right, so this is going to be interesting because I haven't got all the same pieces this time. Right, so let's have a think about what we're going to do here. It's a good job I saved some of these bits over here. We might be able to fiddle around with it. What else have we got? So 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Right, so we're going to we're going to go in here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use these. 1. Oops. Probably could do with a bit more. 2 on up. That's a bit there. There. So yeah, what I'm doing now is I am just literally fussing around and faffing. So this is where you can decide how you would like to further embellish. But it's just nice to use some of these bits that we just normally just get thrown away. We've got hearts, so we're going to put the hearts. Let's put the hearts on these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put them that way around. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm wondering whether I might put on there just to elongate that. Yeah, I think I will. Or not. No, I won't. We'll leave it like that. Leave it like that. And then I had a little circle cut from Centura pearl to sit the bow on. And I'm going to want another half, aren't I? Oh, put on the bow. We'll use a bit of 3D glue gel. Like so. and then blue on there. Right. Oh. Okay. Can turn the card around the right way now. There we go. And little art on our bow. There we go. There we have our ombre mandala, made entirely. We use some circles, but pretty much entirely from corner dies, not even a sort of a mandala type dies. So what I used a bit of Centura pearl, some pink cards to create the ombre, and then these four 4-in-1 corners from Jeanine's Art Perfect Butterfly Flowers. So a completely different way to use corner dies. Check out the channel, got lots of other videos using this collection and lots of other collections as well. So hopefully something will inspire you. Thank you for joining me.